Hello, hello. Buenos dias. It's me, Beanie. What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back from Aspen. Today was wax trying number 2. I'm going to tell you up front, the footage is not that I had a whole lot of footage last time, but I really didn't have a lot of footage this time. It was a little bit more of an overwhelming visit for me. But don't worry, I'm going back again next week, so it's okay. I took advantage of being in the waiting. Today I was in the waiting room, I say a while. Aspen has been very good as far as my turnaround time. When I get there, I'm normally called back rather quickly. Today I was out in the waiting room for maybe 15 minutes. But I was also a half hour early for my appointment. So that's saying a lot. Like, I was a half hour early and I was only waiting 15 minutes. So they still called me back 15 minutes earlier than my appointment. So I took advantage of that and I started emailing some of you back that have left me emails at, my email address, which is beanieunscripted@gmail.com. I answered Barbara, and Barbara, I think you wrote me back already. I haven't had a chance to read it, but I will. Barbara shared a little bit of backstory about her having dentures, and I'm going to call Barbara a denture veteran. And it was just a nice connection. I feel like she availed herself to me. And that I didn't ask. When I give my email address, it's so if you guys need help with something and I can try to help you, I will. And Barbara says, and if you have any questions and you think I can help you, ask me, because she's a long-term denture wearer. And I just thought, that is so beautiful. And it was something unexpected out of this channel. But it was what I hope for in this channel, is to have a really good community of people supporting one another and, really providing support versus just providing viewing, if that makes sense. So Barbara, I answered you. Mina's email was the first I saw this morning. Actually, I saw Mina's email when I'm getting dressed, and it was just wishing me luck today. And I can't tell you how much I needed that, because I was having a rough morning. I talked about it in a previous video. It's been a pretty tough month for me, and it was just nice to have somebody wish me good luck today. And Tina, you wished me luck on yesterday. You left me a comment, and I love Tina. She's always, being very thoughtful. Such a good group of people have found their way to my channel, and I can only say that, it's got to be the universe bringing me these good vibe people. Heather, okay, I saw your comment this afternoon, but here, and I swear to God, I was writing, you were the last one I was writing back when they called me back to the room, and then it wasn't until I saw your comment this afternoon, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to send Heather her email back. But I get a lot of what you're talking about with being overwhelmed, and there's so many things that happen when you're getting teeth. And listen, let's talk about it. Let's make a video. I'll make a video about it. We'll talk about it. We'll talk, because I'm sure you're not the only person that's experiencing that. And the last person who I did not answer yet, but I did see your email this morning. Well, it wasn't really this morning. It was this afternoon. Harry's in a different, I think you guys have probably seen Harry on other comments. She's in a different time zone. So her email came to me as a morning time stamp, but it was actually sent this afternoon. And girl, you had me laughing, and I needed it. Like I said, I needed it today. I needed that support today. You had me fucking rolling. That's all I'm going to say. And without kind of getting into it, Harry basically, I don't know how to delicately put it. I guess yesterday's video got thumbs down more than once, which is pretty unusual for my videos. I normally maybe get one rogue thumbs down. And you guys know I don't care either way. YouTube really doesn't care either way. When people thumbs up or thumbs down, it just shows audience interaction, so it's really not a big deal. But Harry has a sarcastic type of humor, and I don't want to read her whole email, but basically she was saying to me can you ask your viewers what did they find offensive in yesterday's video? Because I'm just kind of curious what kind of viewers would thumbs down a video where someone changes their mind or goes to the Dollar Tree to buy denture adhesive. She goes, I'm just confused. Like, at what point were they dissatisfied? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I really don't care. But I want you to know that the way you wrote your email was so witty. You know what I'm saying? It's witty and it was funny. And I appreciated it because I needed a little pick-me-up today. So thank you. Thank you for making me laugh because I loved it. I love laughing. Laughing helps me a lot when I'm feeling, like when I'm feeling sad. So anyhow, without further ado, disclaimer about today's visit. The video, it's not as interactive or null and void. I thought I was recording at one point, and it turns out I wasn't, because she surprised me with coming in with these 4 huge trays, like huge trays, just full of teeth, and was like, Bob wants you to just pick which teeth you want. And it was too much. So basically what happened was, I was a little disappointed with the P2 color, because in my head, like, I really want that ultra bright. I know going ultra bright is not going to be the most realistic as far as pulling off, realistic looking teeth for a older middle-aged woman. But I gotta tell you, my eyes still kind of was like thumbs and down. The ones that I tried on today, the P2. I almost feel like I want to go to the P4. But I'm going to wait one more week and see what happens next week. So today's teeth, though, I wasn't happy with them at all. The tops did not look like the tops of last week. So, and he claims that they were the same size teeth. But however he laid them in there, they did not look the same as last week's teeth. Here, these 4 kind of came out further, like bucktooth Becky, kind of, sort of. I don't know how to describe it. And then the bottoms, this one here, where's something for me to point with? Hold on, guys. Okay. This tooth here, no, it was, this tooth here was very square, like very sharp, angularly squared. And then these 2 teeth here were super round. Like, they didn't even look like you cannot tell me that. Okay, so what she said was, Bob wanted me to make sure that because I said to her, I said, I don't think Bob is very good at bottoms. I think this is a struggle for him, is bottoms. She must have said something to Bob, or Bob heard me, because Bob's little lab is like on the same area, but on the opposite wall. So he probably heard me. And I just said, I don't think bottoms are Bob's strong suit. So she came back and wanted me to make sure that I knew that Bob does not shape the teeth at all. He just puts the teeth as is in there. And that is not true. Okay, and I'm going to tell you why I know that's not true. When I got this set, so just so we're all on the same page, this was my first set of immediates, which Aspen agreed to make over. And Aspen, I thank you for that, because I would not have been able to go 8 months with these. Okay. When this set was in the process of being made over, my teeth, and I think I have it in another video where I talked about it, that the teeth all had dig marks all the way up and down the fronts of them. Now, she told me he only will Dremel what is going to be under the gums, because by, roughing it up, it then allows the adhesive to stick. And I get that. But my teeth were routed all the way down to the tips and all the way up here. And remember how low this tooth looked in comparison to all of these? And he had to try to sort of, cattywampus shave these down. So do I believe that he doesn't do any shaping? No, I don't believe that. But, you know, we're all here to work together. So anyways, she, you know, I tried to articulate to her and I said, the bottoms, I'm still not happy with them. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I know that when I'm looking at myself, I don't see Beanie yet. Like, I don't see me. And it's not like unrealistic expectations. It's just that I'm looking at me and I'm saying, okay, this is not my smile. This is not my smile. I don't like the size of the teeth. I don't like how they're shaped. On the ones I tried today, these ones up here, they were almost like fangs. Like, that's how they looked. Even though they were supposed to have been the same teeth as last week's teeth. I can't see how they were just a different shade, because they don't look alike. But anyways, and, you know, I even pulled up the pictures from last week. And I said, girl, you got to look. Like, these teeth that I have in don't look like the ones from last week, as far as the shaping is concerned. So she was gone. She was gone for a good, like, maybe 10 minutes or so. And during that time, I'm sitting there doing work emails. And she came back. And you guys, no shit, we'll use a piece of paper. And this is probably a very fair representation. She came back with 4 trays, hand to God, 4 trays of teeth. So each of these are a tray filled with teeth. And she was like, Bob would like you to pick out the tooth shade that you want. Like, the tooth shade and tooth shape that you want. And first of all, you can't take somebody with, like, anxiety and who's in a heightened state of being overwhelmed and then give them something like 30 sets of teeth and say, now you pick your shape. Pick your shape, bitch. Like, pick up. It was a lot. So I had to put the camera down during that process, and I didn't even let it keep rolling because I really needed to concentrate. And I really couldn't pick one because, and you'll see, I'm gonna put a picture in. So we're gonna talk now, and then I'm gonna put the reel in at the end. You will see that there's gonna be one picture that has 3 sets of micro slides of teeth. Okay, so imagine 3 or 4 trays of just a half a dozen in each one of these little micro slides. And so the micro slides only have like 5 or 6 teeth on there. It is very hard to gauge what your mouth will look like by only 4 or 5 teeth, you know? So it'll be like say this much is in the micro slide, okay? And you got to be mindful of sanitation, so you can't put them up in near your mouth. I mean, it's COVID. I mean, obviously it's just going to disinfect them anyways, but, you know, just for sanitation, I can't get them that close. And they all had like subtle differences. All of the teeth shapes were alphabetized. So last week's teeth shape were C's. I was leaning towards R's, but the R's only because I liked how these 4 on the R's looked. But the rest of the teeth on the R's, I didn't like how they looked. And I said, well, why can't we mix and match? Like, I guess that's not the way that it is. Like, you know, but I kept telling her, I said, I don't know. I don't know what to pick. I don't know which ones are going to look good inside of my mouth and which ones aren't. And she said, well, we'll just have to keep trying them. And that's really what it's going to be like until we find Beanie's smile. I'll have to go back every week. So I did not pick a tooth. I didn't pick a tooth. I'm leaving it up to them. You know, and we're going to still do P2. And I'm such a dum-dum. Let me tell you guys, I'm such a dum-dum. You're going to see a snippet of me. I'm trying to give you guys a color comparison. And I'm such an idiot. I'm doing this. So let's say these are the new ones, right? I'm taking these plus the new ones, and I'm going like this. All I had to do was flip it over and do it like that so you could see color comparison. But that shows you that I wasn't thinking. Just like I wasn't thinking last week when I thought I should go out in the sun to see if the teeth were fluorescent or not. So they're going to be P2s. You guys let me know what you think of the color. I can always change it again to the P4. I think really right now what I'm worried about is getting the shape right of the teeth. And just, you know, feeling like when I look at myself, like I can say, yeah, that's Beanie. Because I don't want the teeth too small. You know, like one of you had said, you know, I kind of have like a wide-ish, you know, big smile, like a big mouth. So you don't want the teeth too small because then it's just going to look very cavernous. And I don't want them too big because I don't want to look like horse teeth. I was okay with this, but then on these ones, I don't know. I feel like next week is going to be a dud for us. I really feel like, I don't want to be negative like that, but I do feel like next week is going to be a dud. I don't know. Anyhow, so here's just a little bit of today. And, oh Lord, these people. Yeah, let me go. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Not many.
No.
Because they either go super white or PW2.
The PW2, right?
But, I mean...
Everybody can just do whatever they want. I get it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so that's the... Let's try the bottoms. Just for a color comparison. So the P2s are not as bright as the other ones. You guys, I don't like them. I don't like the teeth at all. You guys, I don't like them. Not one bit. I'm waiting for them to come in. I'll talk to the doctor. I just don't even like the way that these look at all. Okay, so here's just like a comparison. So on the tops are my old ones, and these are the new ones. So they're slightly brighter. I don't like these at all. They need to totally be remade. I just don't like them. I think color-wise they could be brighter.